Well, hello.
Hello.
How you doing, Ruben? Hey, Mark. Welcome back. Good to see y'all. I don't know who else is lurking in there or not, but hello. Welcome back if you've been here, and welcome back if you've been lurking. So, did you get something to eat, Chef? Hey, Mary Luck. Good to see you.
Uh, Coffee.
Ooh, sounds enticing. Sorry, I had to throw that
Yeah.
word up. I was listening to Great White.
Mary Love can do. Ruben D. and Mark. Welcome, welcome.
Yeah, I'm once bitten, twice shy. I was just a Great White, so you know.
Yeah. No,
It's
it's a
up to
coffee day.
I don't know. It's 54 degrees and cloudy here in West Central Texas. So only supposed to get up to 63. I wish I'd hurry up and get there because it's chilly.
Ah, well, our snow's turning into a mixture of rain now because it's
Do you
warming up.
want me to put my cowboy boots on? And
No, 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 no. Don't, no tapping.
okay, I haven't done the Cotton Eye Joe in a while. Yeah. Hey, welcome back, Life of Bobby.
I agree. A hot coffee day. Fact, fact.
I don't know. It's almost time for a hot chocolate day.
So, Trust, I need your opinion.
Okay, I got an onion. Go
Okay.
ahead.
All right. So, this thing that the potato sign for transgenders on for Easter,
Yeah.
right? I got this idea in my head that maybe it's because Big Mike wants everybody to think now that's okay, that they have, their people too, that Big Mike will come out and run as a guy. What do you think?
Yeah, well, we'll have to see in August because that's the prediction right now. The announcement will be
But
in
but
August.
won't come out as Michelle and run, but will come out as Big Mike.
Oh, I can almost guarantee you. Yep.
It was just a thought pattern I had this morning.
Yeah. I think he's driven the country to the point where Obamas aren't welcome and they're going to freaking realize it. They're not the great saviors. They had 8 years and all they did was spend money, send it to the terrorists, and spend more money for the African girls they never found. So, yeah. And
Uh-huh.
all the cities that they're supposed to save, none of them got saved. They got worse. But,
Truism. Truism.
yeah. I bet that water's still all nice and rusty and there ain't no fluoride in it. So, well, you know which city I'm talking about. I don't like mentioning
Uh-huh.
the name of it. So, yeah. But
Yepers.
supposedly, I haven't looked up. I've been trying to look. But supposedly, they just announced that they funded some of the wall. I don't know how true that is or not because I haven't been able
That
to
who
find it.
funded some of the wall?
The administration supposedly funded the wall. Tell me that that ain't a political ploy. He's gone 3.5 years and not one thing for the wall. Now he's giving money to the wall. I guarantee you he'll fund the wall and turn around and take it and send it to Ukrainian.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah. You'll
I
get my
mean,
vote when the wall's freaking completed. That's all I got to say. You ain't going to be in office
well,
by
it's
then.
kind of contradictive of what he's supposedly backing. One,
Yeah.
I'm backing the migrants. Two, I'm building a wall to prevent them from coming in. What the hey? That makes
Yeah.
zero sense. Angry Warrior, Tackle Box. Good morning, Cupcake.
And I'm waiting for this stream to come across because say something about medical healthcare. I think one of the
Uh,
big healthcare things just filed for Chapter 11. Waiting for the stream to come back around again.
I see, I see.
Yeah, major healthcare company files for Chapter 11 bankruptcy after defaulting on $50 million loans. Dun, dun, dun. Gee, I
It's
wonder if that's
crazy.
one of that Obamacare.
Hmm. See, we don't have that. We have Minnesota care, which I know
Yeah,
is
but
probably a throw off
who's the
from
insurance
it,
company?
but
I want to know who the insurance company is. I'm looking through this right now. So far, that all these pages, they're not mentioning the name. What are they trying to protect? Just mention the one that's filing for bankruptcy. Even retirement homes are filing for Chapter 11.
yep, that I knew. That one was coming down the pipe.
So which
It
which
was
one will be faster? You not getting paid Social Security, or you won't have a place to live if you got to go to old folks home. Okay, the company's called Peterson Healthcare. $295 million in debt, and they can't pay their loans, so they're filing. And they have faced several cyber attacks. But
so
they
do
had
you
a
think this
previously
is
had a
another bailout?
yeah they previously had a revenue of $340 million. So where'd all that money go? Why can't they pay their loans? Hmm.
Hmm.
This is what I've been saying
And
for years, though. It's like the stock market. All these companies say, well, our projected income is going to be this. We don't care about your projected income. Do you either meet what you're spending and you break even, or are you making a profit? And then what are you doing with the profit? If they really want to fix shit, they need to go, okay, once every 5 years, you can give 1% of your profits to board members, the CEO, and everything else has to either go to debt or employees. Make that a federal law. All these companies be like, yeah, you don't need to have freaking 6 country clubs, 19 bunkers, and all that other crap.
yep. We'll see it in a lot of these nursing homes or senior livings. Why are they going bankrupt? Let's see. They threw all these people into buildings and places where they knew that the coop was running rampant,
And then they're blaming it on the coup too. I was like, well, they got all that money for the coup too, though. That's the whole thing.
which is true, but I mean, all these people died because of what they did.
Yep.
Yep, agreed with that too, Mark. Paying their CEOs and board members and insane salaries. Yep, definitely nuts. For sure.
Oh my god.
Now what?
Okay, this one's saying California home sellers will have to share profits in new assistance program. So now when they sell their house, the profits are going to be split between an assistance program and their pocket, even though it's their house.
See, that's bullshit. Newsom needs to fucking go. Excuse my F bomb.
No, we just got to send all the Californians back to California, and you stay there until you fix your freaking crap. Go back to your state. We will find you, or we'll freaking deport you. One of the two. Your choice. And we get them out of all the other states because they think, oh, well, I made good decisions. No, he didn't. That's why he fled your freaking state. Now go face the freaking criteria which you freaking voted for.
Yeah, but what if they're the Californians that didn't vote for it? I know a lot of people that live there that didn't vote for that crap. You know what I'm
Well,
saying?
yeah. Well, you don't freaking turn tail and run. You face the music and you freaking fix the shit. When they're living, they're like, "Oh, California's the best." Bullshit. And I know I'm going to anger some people in chat there for California, but California is not the California I grew up with. So you know what? Yeah. It all started when you decided to have those transgender bathrooms, people. Now you have transgender Easter. You know, you can never.
Which which
Well,
is blasphemy. Which what he did
yep.
was blasphemy, straight
Yep.
up. And
Oh,
you know,
I won't say what state, but let's just put it this way: it wasn't Texas. I'll tell you that much. And yeah, on Easter, a I won't call him even prominent, like the article said, a pastor from a certain church who's kind of known for doing book burnings. You know, his way to battle some of the books that shouldn't be in schools and stuff.
hmm
Went to his church and had to watch some CCTV on his cameras for his church because an unknown person at the time had pulled up a trailer and hooked it right outside in front of the church with over 200 Bibles and poured gasoline and lit the suckers right in the middle of the road and left on Easter. So you tell me that Christianity isn't being attacked in this country? You got people
oh no,
burning Bibles in front of churches. You know, all the years we've had, fire bombings of churches, and now we got the administration freaking doing stuff on a holy freaking day. You know,
yep, there's
so
that.
so there's just another piece of the puzzle that shows that Christianity is being, you know,
But it's
attacked.
going, it's been under attack, and it's going to continue to be under attack. You know,
Mm-hmm.
until things change. You know,
Well,
sad.
it's coming to the point where there's no more freaking no. We can just sit across from each other and have a nice conversation because, yeah, talking ain't getting anywhere. Actions speak louder than words, and
Yep.
they didn't like the talking, and well, they're definitely not going to like the actions. And don't get me wrong, the other side knows what's coming. That's why they're trying to freaking impede on our Second Amendment rights right now as much as possible. But hey, welcome back. You popped in, you popped out.
Oh, did I really?
Yep,
Weird.
yep. Now you got the circle of white.
I got the circle of white.
Yep, no
Hang
picture.
on.
It's just you're a ghost. We're gonna call you Ghost Shifter. Who you gonna call? Ghostbusters. We got a ghost
Am
in
I
the
back?
liquor saloon, people.
Am I back?
Nope, no picture. No picture.
What the
Let me re-
hey?
let me refresh my YouTube because StreamYard's not showing your picture. But yep, still white on YouTube. Let me go back to. Now you're back on StreamYard. Let me go fix
I
you on
should be
YouTube.
back on both.
Oh my god.
Hello, Snoopy Stacks. Good to see you, sweetie. Big
Ooh.
love.
Oh, so you know more than one trust? I see how you are, Snoopy. So good to see Snoopy.
Here you go, Trust, from
Well,
Angry
well,
Warrior.
oh, that's fine. He could suck it. Both with D's, because, he lived there his whole life. Hey, well, fix your own state, damn it. Stop borrowing money from my tax freaking dollars and freaking fix your own shit.
Yeah, well, it's
What do
bullshit,
you got
though.
to
I mean,
sneeze?
the thing is I know there's a lot of people that don't didn't vote for what is happening. Like he said, is it's the stupid Dominion and the Democrats who are putting this bullshit policies in place.
Well, they need to stop
You
voting them
know?
in. Need to find ways to stop them from getting in office.
Yeah. Well, they're being selected, not elected.
Well, you could select all those illegals coming across the southern border of California and place them in Pelosi's land. Give them a letter saying you've been selected to live in his front yard. Here's a tent and a sleeping bag. Have fun.
Hey, Christy. Yep. I know. Angry Warrior. Same thing in Minnesota.
Yeah, that's what I could say at least. California doesn't have that one politician you do.
Yeah.
That likes
I
to
know.
wear that likes to wear a do rag. You know why they
You
call it a
mean
do rag?
Omar?
You know why they call it a do rag, right?
No.
What do they do in that rag?
Oh goodness.
No wonder he's able to stand up straight. Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah, we reached it. We haven't been on 20 minutes and we've already reached that point. Yeah, you want to know the truth about aliens? Okay, AI Bundy, I will tell you. They're out there. The truth is out there. But if you see a Democrat, turn the other way because there ain't no truth where a Democrat's at. So, guess what? I had another report come out this morning. We're getting closer and closer for the underwater northwest volcanoes to blow.
Hmm.
Oh, angry. Don't make me release the freaking bird flu dairy cows on you there, angry.
Oh my.
But hey, Chris G.
There's Lady D.
Yeah, I was wondering. She's probably eating some fruit. I was going to grab my cucumbers from the fridge, but I didn't. I guess I'll have them for lunch. They're already
Don't
pre
forget, guys, hit that thumbs up. Thank you.
So I think, yeah, the funding for the wall, I think that's just a cover up to send more money. I mean, they even went as far as trying to say this weekend uh, that they're really not sending money to the Ukrainian. They're spending on buying the weaponry we need to refurbish our military and then sending all our old stuff over to them. It's like, yeah, right. Well,
Happy Tuesday, Jam Camper.
if Biden would have not had his freaking depends on too tight, he could have freaking when we evacuated Afghanistan and brought all the equipment back. We could have given all that equipment to Ukraine instead, and we call it even, and we wouldn't have to freaking be spending no money on anything. But
True.
no. Here's another study from the Telegraph. Vaping causes substantial increase in the risk of heart failure, study finds. And did you know potential brain cell damage from common sanitizer disinfectants is highlighted?
Yep.
So stop breathing in those freaking sanitizer disinfectants when you're spraying them.
Hmm. Well, and then two, the the alcohol-based hand sanitizers. After a
Mm-hmm.
certain point, your skin absorbs a lot of that into your body. Did you know that? That's
No.
why they that's why they suggest soap and water because soap does gets rinsed off all the way.
Yep.
It's not rubbed into your skin,
Yep.
and it kills just as many germs. Yep.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I have a bottle of the sanitizer stuff I got free from the VA, but I
Hmm.
haven't used it once. And the only reason I have it is my sister ever comes to visit. She likes using that. So I was like, okay, well, when you're here, I got one just for you.
And then you ingest them too, Snoopy. I love it. Perfect. Uh, Soaks into the skin good. Hmm.
Yeah, unfortunately, Soupy doesn't realize the gummies she's using aren't the ones that are medicated. Sorry, I had to add that in there. I didn't see medicated on your hand washing gummies.
Nope. Yummy gummies.
What is that? Oh, Sour Patch. Yeah. She accidentally uses Sour Patch. Sometimes she's nice, and other times she's naughty.
And I remember it, Mark, and DMSO actually worked.
Yeah.
No Sour Patch, she says. Nope.
Yeah, but next time she sees that, she's going to think of what I just said. She can go to the store and see some Sour Patch Kids and, like, she's going to think of it. You're like, damn.
I like the fruit rings better. Uh huh.
Yeah. Yeah, all the good
I
medicine
believe you're right.
out loud. I don't
Yeah.
get that. Oh, there
Well,
was something.
because
Go ahead.
because it was working, and they couldn't have them try this one and try that one and try this one and make more money. Yep. And you see that happen with a lot of medications.
Yeah. Now, I told you last week or so about the big drug bust that they had. The people connected, they were here, some legally, some illegally, and
Hmm.
they're drugs, and they busted them all. They had a big old sting operation in Texas. It all started with a freaking Mexican ice cream shop. One town freaking lost half its population. Well, they just announced it today. Dozens charged in an international drug smuggling operation linked to brutal Mexican cartel. Yep. Hey, you heard it here first. I reported last week. And lo and behold, massive layoffs continue to skyrocket. Hey, I told you they're going to freaking do more. California is not paying the people are not going to pay the $20 an hour for people to stand there at Subway going, "May I help you?"
Yep.
And here's one: microplastics found in sediment layers, untouched by modern humans. So if it's sediment in layers that we weren't around, how'd the plastics get there? Did they seep all the way down in the ground, or yeah?
Not sure.
I think it was the aliens. They freaking came to visit this place, and they dropped off all their plastics back then. Come on. 14 most valuable mercury dimes from least to most expensive. If you don't know, go to workinmoney.com and you'll find the article with the pictures. So it was, Poland, they announced today, is spending a lot of money to refurbish their bomb shelters that they had back in World War II. They don't know how much it's going to cost, but they're restructuring and spending all that money on that. And what are we doing? Nada.
Nada.
No. But I don't know. If I lived near that one over in the Northeast, that big old bunker they got for all the politicians, I'd be going there armed to the T and say, "Oh, you're letting me in. Oh, this was built with my fucking tax money, mopos. So
Right?
there's just that room. Well, I'm shooting a couple of the freaking politicians to make room to let me in. Sorry, survival of the fittest. It says politicians can only use people's money. They can't make money. They're useless. They don't fit the criteria. No, I'm not constituting freaking violence down here, people. I'm not threatening no politician's life. But if it came down to the end of the world and either surviving or not, I think the FBI agents would be freaking shooting their way in there too. Think about it.
Probably.
Oh, they got military there. Yeah, the military's going to be left outside while you go in. I don't think so.
Hello, Marla. Good to see you, hon.
Hey, Marla, how you doing? Yeah, but yeah, but I go with the Bible. Like I said, I got GPS locations for quite a few of these bunkers that they're building. So I got connections in the bunker making business, but I'm not having a bunker made because the Bible doesn't say go in your freaking bunker. It does talk
No,
about people trying to hide in the mountains and what's going to happen to them.
that it does.
So I'm not worried about that. So
Okay. Trust, did you tap your toe? It's snowing again.
yeah, I did. Sorry.
Stop.
Oh, well, my toe was itching. I was rubbing it up against the carpet. Sorry. To scratch it, to itch it.
It goes snowing, then it finally turns over to rain, and then you tap your toe and change it back. Thanks.
Uh-huh. We'll blame Angry on that one. He's still pissed off, wants to teabag me. But yeah, we used to play a game in the military, and it was mostly the people put in. I put in for the honor guard, the National Honor Guard, along with a couple
Yeah.
of buddies. And you want to know the reason why I didn't make the honor guard? I had the clearances, I had the freaking the education, everything for it. But because I was 5'5", I could not be on the honor guard.
Hey.
My height. No, no, no. And that's not even the kicker. I can even go ahead and understand that part because honor guard does more than just funerals. Okay. But
Hmm.
that same year they denied me, they let a young lady that was only 5'1" join the honor guard. What? She was going to carry the casket with the other guys that were 6 foot? So why? Because she was a female, she was able to do the honor guard, and her height didn't freaking disqualify her. Let alone she couldn't even carry one side of the casket with five other burly freaking people. You know, tell me,
Hmm.
Yeah, you
Don't
tell me.
know. Discrimination.
Yep.
I suffered from that height deficit.
But they did offer that I could do Air Force One guard duties, and a couple of other buddies got turned down because they didn't have the clearances and all that other stuff. So we held now Stoopy. She was not stronger. Believe me, she was not stronger. You can go see her pictures. The first female, the freaking guard, Air Force, National Honor Guard, and he's like, shit, she couldn't even lift a pencil. In her whole time in service, all she did was the freaking Air Force band. Come on now. She had no war experience, no clearances. I mean, they freaking just rushed her in there to put a female just to freaking have a show story. Yeah. But yeah, so we played another game. What would you do if Air Force One was where you're waiting for the president or the vice president? The engines are running. The apocalypse is happening. Right? It's the last plane out type scenario. What would you do? Well, you knew you weren't going to be able to get on that plane because there's too many people on there. And then to see the freaking president or vice president's wife, daughter, grandkids, their doggy cat, they're taking them all on there. What would you do? I'd be taking out some motherfuckers. I'm making room in that plane to get on it. So, yeah. May sound deranged to some. It's not an open threat to any. But, it's games when you're really freaking bored. You know, you talk about what would you do? Come on, what's the president's wife gonna freaking do to help him during the apocalypse? Absolutely nothing. She's gonna be bitching that her macaroni and cheese is freaking cold. You know, she's not a
Yep.
priority person to have. The grandchildren of his aren't a priority. The dog and cat definitely aren't priorities. You know,
Yep.
so that's why I remove myself from freaking doing any more of that high freaking value stuff, and then they send me somewhere else that I can't talk about. I was saying weird shit. Let's put it this way: ET does not look like ET. That's all I'm going to say. No said. At that point, they realized that yeah, I belong in the real military, not the freaking fake political one, and we got from there. And after they ever called me back, and I really had to go, I'd be like, "You better be putting me in Space Force because I want to be up there. I want to be the one freaking clicking the little switches for the freaking finger of God to be dropped.
True, true.
Because I want to go bums away.
My goodness.
I want to be the one
Yeah.
marker to write on the rods. You know how they do it on our bombs during wartime.
Uh-huh.
I want to put on there, suck it, courtesy of
Bless your heart.
Angry Warrior. Hey, heroic peaches. Oh,
Heroic peaches.
I
This
forgot.
must be, i.e., heroic prepper. Good to
Yeah,
see you.
he keeps changing his name. He's a
I know.
trans prepper. That's what I'm
He
going to
moved.
call him.
No, he moved to Georgia. That's why.
Oh my God, he's probably neighbors with AB. Oh my God. You got a truck driver list next to you, heroic. Better watch. He's gonna try to show you his nuggets.
Hopefully, everything's working out good for you, heroic.
but I forgot to tell you, nobody won the Powerball last night. So
I
the
know.
Powerball is well over $1 billion. But you know what? I did win a portion of the frickin' Powerball.
What did we win?
Oh, a lot more than a lot of people that didn't win anything. I want a whole $8.
Boom.
I don't know what I'm going to do with that. I'm going to have to hide it from the IRS. They're probably going to make me claim it.
Huh. Hang on a minute.
I'm definitely talking about Georgia now, Melvita. You just opened up a can of worms. Hold on. Let me do this, and then I'm going to do this.
Okay.
Okay, that
I
is
just,
her email, Melvita.
yep, I dropped it. But I also dropped it too. So, yep.
Yeah, I know a lot of people in Georgia. I just rag on freaking certain states. Some I will. I do not like New York City. Nope. I'll say New York. I won't cover. Oh, I'm just talking about the city. California. Nope. Sorry. Been there. Not impressed.
Right. No, Melvita, he only said anything because he likes picking on AB.
Yep. And since AB's not here, I'm not picking on Georgia. I know quite a few people in Georgia, and they're pretty decent people. But
Yep.
the last few years, I don't know, your peaches have been getting smaller or something. Come on now. I know it's not that global warming thing, so. Well, welcome back, heroic peaches.
Yep. And it is actually all lowercase Melvita too.
Mm-hmm. Hold on. On the full screen, I don't look at the full screen. Oh, wrong one. Damn it. Go back. Go back.
Yep.
Yeah, it
All
did.
lowercase.
Yep. And it is .com. And
Mhm.
no, you don't have to put in need a coffee and all that after it either. That's not going to work. Just saying.
Yepers.
Yeah. Right, heroic. They're tiny. They're not small. But yeah. Yeah, so the volcanoes on the northwest coast underwater are getting ready to erupt. This got scientists worried. Because you know what's going to happen when they erupt, right?
A lot of different things could happen.
I
You
guarantee you
know,
there's going to be a tsunami.
tsunami. Mm-hmm.
You know, all those bunkers being built in Hawaii, they're going to
Hubbub
be
bunker.
flooded. They're going to be flooded.
Yep.
Just because the paperwork says, oh, they're waterproof does not mean they're waterproof. They have not been tested. How do they know they're waterproof? Yeah.
Right. Or pressure proof.
Well, because you got to look at it. They got to have a ventilation system. And if that ventilation system is open, water's going to get in. It's over. Oh,
Yeah.
oh no. See, this is where I tell people you live well beyond your means. You can't freaking survive on your freaking checks when you're retired. The busy retiree. 15 things so expensive people are now making do without.
Melvita,
Almost,
I'm in Minnesota. Sorry, Trust. What are those 15 things?
oh, I'm not going to read them. They got to go to the busy retiree to see them. But almost everything has a generic one. Stop buying name brand and you can live within your means. Clear cut example. Stop going to Starbucks and paying $9 for a cup of coffee when you just make it at home and spend 75 cents for a whole freaking pot of coffee. Okay, on the San Andreas fault, Have you been noticing lately all the southern part of that fault has been rocking and rolling? This past weekend, they had quite a few earthquakes to the south, just a little bit south of Mexico. And yeah, you have that one big one off the coast. I want to say it was like 75 miles west of California out in the ocean. Now, these are the times you definitely do not want to live on an island. That's all I'm going to say.
Nope, not even Gilligan's here on Gilligan's Island.
You know, one movie I have not watched is that one with the tsunamis in, was it India or whatever? It's been out for like 5 years, something or another. One of these days I'll watch it. See, and scientists and all that talk about, oh, well, the stuff's going to melt and we're going to flood. It's like, no, God promised he would never freaking do the world
Flood
dirty
the
like that. So think about it.
flood the.
I
Yep,
trust God more than I trust these scientists that have hypotheses because they're just guesses as you figured it out yet or not. And they ain't that smart. No, they're right now they're watching a big old freaking black hole out in the universe. It's the largest black hole that they've ever found, and they're watching it suck up a planet. And they had a giant swirl around it that was all lit up, and they couldn't figure out what it was. You know what that light was? That circle ring? It wasn't from the sun that was sucking in. It was from all the freaking other planets and all that were revolving around that sun. They're going in a freaking mass thing that's causing freaking all the light. I can't remember that one toy that used to have that freaking would spin and it only light up when you spin it. Yeah, that's basically what it is. And you need a PhD to figure that out. So I looked at it and go, yeah, that's all the other stuff that, you know, because everything twirls around in a circle like a toilet before it freaking goes in. It gets sucked in.
yep, yep. But Mark, don't forget the Old Faithful in Yosemite Park blowing too. Grift.
You know, and they came out with a report this morning that they found an ocean near the Earth's core. I think they're. I think they just hit the wrong freaking buttons on their shit. The only thing in the Earth's core is a bunch of freaking lava and a lot of heat. Water wouldn't be able to stay in the freaking Earth's core. It's too freaking damn hot there. Ask the Russians. They dug the biggest freaking, or the deepest hole, and they couldn't dig anymore because it was too hot. It was melting their freaking drills, so they capped it. And guess what? China's doing one now, like 5 times wider, and they're trying to drill as far as they can. You know what's going to happen? They're going to hit it, and it's going to release all the pressure, and there's going to be lava and shit all over the place. They're going to destroy themselves. Good luck, China. They call it an experiment. Yeah, there is water down there, but not a whole freaking ocean in the Earth's core. No, I'm sorry. The water seeps through the freaking all the stuff and goes down. They learn that when they're freaking doing all the oil drills and stuff. There's water within all the freaking layers. I mean, it's not that hard. Water's got to go somewhere. Oh no, it's not gonna go in the soil. Mud really isn't mud. There's no water in mud. Bullshit. There's a lot more freaking than they can figure out.
No, it wasn't at the core. He said.
No, I know there's water down there, but the report's saying they found an ocean by the core of the earth, and that's
Uh-oh.
bullshit. Then we'd have steam
Melvita,
coming out everywhere.
Melvita Tin just got home from 2 weeks of taking care of her mom, and so she's probably sleeping in.
Well, hopefully she's sleeping in. She's got a show tonight. Dun dun
Yep.
dun. Hopefully she doesn't cancel. If she
No, I
doesn't
don't think
cancel, that
so.
means she got rest.
Yep. No, I think the show will go on.
Yeah. And I missed that last one at Craig's. I didn't get notified till after the show was over. I'm like, really? I got notifications on everything and it didn't notify me till afterwards. I was kind of upset.
I know, me too. It happens. It's called Mighty Screw Tube.
Oh,
Lower forward.
now we have a scientist who explains the origin of life was a mineral and without God.
A mineral?
Yeah, we all come from minerals now, people. They're mistaken. We didn't come from monkeys. We came from minerals.
Hmm. So that's why they key phrase the word stoner.
Yep.
Just saying. Mark, they were being downright nasty. They weren't just telling jokes.
Who?
We had asked earlier for them not to talk the way they were.
Who?
Mo.
Oh, I must have missed it.
Yeah. So we politely left.
Uh,
Mm-hmm.
come on,
Yeah.
come
They
on.
were. And just so you know, Mark, Mo reached out and apologized that things got out of hand. So, yep.
Okay, I don't get this one. Canada's Niagara declares a state of emergency amid solar eclipse. I don't even think
Say what?
Niagara's anywhere where the solar eclipse is going to be at. It's not going over Niagara, but Canada's Niagara is declaring a state of emergency before the solar eclipse.
I don't get why they're even doing it because,
That's probably for freaking money.
yep, exactly.
Okay, well, we saw this going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Last week, when those migrants raided the border wall, the National Guard, and I'm not even saying Texas because it was a mixture of all the states' National Guard that were there.
Yeah.
They got bum rushed, and some of them got trampled, some got hit, and all that other stuff. Well, you had that one judge saying, "Oh no, you got to release him. You can't hold him." Well, no, now the migrants that are charged in that riot are going to stay in jail until they're deported. So basically, they shut down that freaking federal judge that's saying, "Oh no, you can't hold him." Bull freaking shit, we can't hold him, and we can deport him too. So we ain't playing no more. These freaking liberal judges in all these other states that don't have to deal with this shit, they're going
Yeah.
to start feeling the heat because it's not only Texas dealing with it now. All these other, you know, what do you want? Like sanctuary cities are freaking feeling the heat. And like, you got to start supporting what we're trying to do at the border. Because you don't support us, you're just going to get a lot more freaking problems in your city.
True, true. Hey, JV, good to see you, hon. Yeah, Mark, but they were getting pretty dang crude.
Yeah.
Yep, all's good. I'm glad you stopped on your lunch break. That's awfully nice
Hey,
of you.
baby. Good to see you. Ooh, it's not today. Maybe tomorrow. It's got
What's
to be
that?
National Burrito Day. I think it's tomorrow. And I could be wrong. It could be Thursday, but sometime this week is going to be National Burrito Day. Burritos.
Mm.
I think today is National Peanut Butter and Jelly Day. Might have been yesterday. I don't know. I need Lady B to clarify. She knows. She watched the clip afterwards. Say, how did I know? She woke up at 2 o'clock in the morning. That's the best time. A glass of milk and some peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Yeah, that hits the spot, and you can go right back to bed.
JV says, I think today is National Autism Awareness Day.
Yeah, I know that's in the UK. I don't know if that's worldwide.
No,
I
I
remember
believe it is
US.
worldwide. Yep.
So I remember seeing it in the US one. So I don't know. So what do you have planned for today?
I have, I'm going through a bunch of stuff. That's all I can say.
Ah,
Uh-huh.
gonna finally replace those holy underwear.
Nah, not my stuff. Thank goodness.
Oh, I know what you mean. I was just trying to throw it in
Yep.
quick.
I know. We got stuff to go through. So, yep. Hopefully it will be done tomorrow sometime. All of it will be. Don't know though. Because we only had 15 days from yesterday to get everything out of her apartment. So, yep. Mm-hmm.
Here's one I don't understand. NASA is set to shoot 3 rockets into next week's solar eclipse. Here's why. If you want to know the story, go to Interesting Engineering.
Have a blessed day, JB.
Okay, so are they going to shoot at the moon or are they shooting at the sun?
Not sure. Kind of makes you wonder, don't it? Hopefully, Silver Bowl 30's feeling okay. It's not like him to cancel. So, what do you think? Moon or sun?
On what? Moon or
I
sun?
said, what? Yeah.
I think there's a third object out there they're not telling us about because, like everybody else is starting to talk about, why haven't they
Mm-hmm.
been warning us about this particular solar eclipse? Growing up, we went through a lot of solar eclipses, partials and all this others. We never had the warning until now. Why are the especially this government? Why is this government? Some of the agencies warning us. They're going as far as have 3 days of freaking food. So now you got to break it down. It's like 3 days. Why do I have to have 3 days of food?
Yeah, it's
What
not
can
going to
affect?
last 3 days.
What can affect where you won't be able to go to the grocery store or anything else for 3 days? So you at least got to have food. And when they say 3 days, they really mean a month's worth because FEMA ain't going to be able to respond in time. If you think 3 days is going to be enough, if FEMA's going to respond, yeah, I don't think so. They couldn't do that for freaking New Orleans within 3 days. So what makes you think they're going to take care of the whole country by then? Yeah, I don't think so.
Yep. Fairmongers.
You know, anyway, if you have normal groceries, you should have at least 3 days worth of food at your house. If you come close, you may just have to go down to 2 meals for that day. Come on, you buy a dozen eggs. If you eat 2 eggs for breakfast every day, you got more than 3 days worth right there. Got a gallon of milk, just drink one glass of milk. You know, got a
I
whole loaf of
agree.
bread. How many sandwiches can you make out of a loaf of bread? I'm thinking probably at least 20. You know,
I agree, gold typing farmer. You know, used to think I was a prepper. Now I know I'm prepared. So, yep.
yeah,
And yes, this is true. If you didn't know that, one egg does have enough nutrients to survive starvation.
yeah. So many people are just stuck on, oh, I got to have 3 meals a day. No, you don't. You just need to have a certain amount of calories a day, depending on how much energy you're expending. You can make
Yes,
one.
this is the most important one right here. Water.
Mm-hmm. And here's the funny part. Have you ever noticed you can buy a whole chicken for like $7 at the grocery store, right? But if you try buying a
Okay.
whole chicken, you know, breaded, fried, and all that, we'll say from like Kentucky Fried Chicken, what other chicken places are there? Popeyes, Churches, and all that. You're paying almost $20 for just a chicken. And you're not even getting the whole chicken, you're just getting the legs,
The arms, I love it. I just got a visual of the chicken with arms
Yep. Because
and the
they're
wings.
bioengineered. The ones they want you to have are the bioengineered ones, so they're arms, they're not freaking wings.
Too
Well, that's why
funny.
you have to wash your chicken good, get that fecal matter out. Oh, but we'll go back to this story about what do you call it? The bird flu. Don't worry, the Biden administration has put their top scientist slash doctor on the case for the one person that freaking contracted the bird flu, and they're going to figure it out. But for now, they
Okay.
just says just do not drink unpasteurized milk, and you're okay. Yeah, most of the food places have changed their recipes, and the stuff just doesn't taste right. I mean, I bought a freaking bag of Ruffles potato chips, and I'm like,
Yep.
no, this ain't Ruffles. Same thing with Pringles. I stopped eating Pringles too because they don't taste the same. I'm like, it's hit or miss with the Fritos. I mean, I guess sometimes they use diesel fuel, sometimes they use regular fuel, and I don't know. Uh, I'm not going to do a deep dive on potato chips because all I know is there's portions of gasoline in it. So,
And things just don't taste right.
yeah.
Yepers. So what's on your agenda for the rest of the day there, Trust?
Well, since it's not going to get any warmer, I may go to my favorite one stop shops and check out to see if I'm going to add any more long lost cousins to my arsenal to include their little nephews and nieces, you know,
Hmm,
because you can
I
never,
do know.
yeah. And for those who don't know, the protection devices slash, stuff that goes with it. But,
Yep.
yeah, but,
Sounds like a
a
plan.
lot of, seeing a lot more people on this thing on the 8th. There's a lot of them now a lot more are freaking starting to say, don't go outside. Don't leave town. Yeah, I can see a lot of bad things going on during that time frame. But I'm also looking at the weather and I'm waiting for at least till because the solar eclipse is on Monday. It's already a bad day that day. So, but unless just
Yep.
outside, smoking their cigarettes, staring at the solar eclipse, we'll be broadcasting possibly during that time frame.
Yes, and it's not even going to affect my state at all.
But I think it will. If you actually pay attention to the sky without looking at the sun, you'll see it turn a little darker.
Yeah, but
You know
yeah,
how
we're
the clouds cover
yeah,
up the
but it's
sun.
see, its path is so far south of me that yeah, we're not. Yeah, they're not
Yeah.
doing jack nothing around here. So
I think from where I'm at, the path is like 100 to 150 miles away. But even if it's overcast, like the projecting possibly overcast, it still won't make it darker.
possible. Yep, definitely is. But my
Yeah.
dear, I hate to do this. My
Nope.
hubby's needing me to go through stuff with him.
And
So
you tell them the toilet paper's on the top right of the cabinet. And yeah, no, I'm just joking. Well, I was waiting for the 1 hour mark, and we hit it. We're over it now. So yeah. So go ahead and
I
see your
appreciate it.
closing. Um,
All
I
right,
gotta,
stay blessed, guys. Not stressed. Smile at someone. You never know how it'll change their day. And check on your neighbors
why?
in case they need you, especially your senior neighbors.
Yep. And do you know who's streaming next?
Silver Paws, 105 p.m. Central.
What? Stoopy's
It's
not
hot.
going on before that?
I don't
Oh,
know. I haven't
no.
looked. I
I
have to
figured
look.
I figured Stoopy'd be
It's
going on before
Tuesday.
Silver Paws, but okay. Well,
I'm not
just check
sure. I
on.
have to look. Yeah, that's what
Yeah.
I had posted.
Well, I figured
Been
Stoopy was going
busy.
on too, so she'd say it. Like, no, wait, I'm going live. But okay, remember to tell your loved ones you love them, even if you're mad at them, because you know what's going to happen in 5 minutes, 24 hours. Check to make sure you got 3 days worth of food and water. Always better be safe than sorry. And anyway, it shouldn't hit your pocket that hard 3 days. Mac and cheese, you know, you have one slab of freaking chicken. You can get like what, 6 breasts in there, so that's 3 days there if you eat 2 breasts a day. Yeah, mix chicken soup. You can stretch that puppy out for more than one day. But we do love you. Thank you for coming out. And please share us out, and we'll share you out. Check on Shift Kicker's community page for what's going on in the business today. But most of all, please be careful, be safe. Wear your seatbelts, don't drink and drive. And the worst comes to worst, email Shift Kicker.
Gee, thanks. All right, guys. Much love.
Later. Don't forget to check us
Bye.
out on 10 TV tonight. Ciao.